Pretty, pretty. Come along. Hey garden gals and guys, it's Steph with Tiny's Garden.
Hey garden gals, guys, it's a Richard Garden.
And I'm out here this afternoon with AJ and Briggs. I personally think a lot of these tulips are done for the season. And they are. They're not going to last more than a day in a bouquet, but we're going to pick some for his mom for Mother's Day. He wants to. And I did come out this morning and worked for a couple hours utilizing every single last bloom that I thought would last for at least a few days for 2 bouquets for one of my best friends who's picking them up tomorrow. I'm not going to charge her because they're not going to last that much more than 3 days, but I'm really happy with how they looked. So I just wanted to give you a sneak peek. Here's a close-up. You can see they're on their last breath, which is great because I'm pulling all of these and flipping these beds to dahlias. I don't even mind that it's pretty wild because it's so gorgeous over here. I'm gonna try and edit this shortly after I film it because I have my favorite cut tulips for you video already filmed that I did a few days ago when these were in better condition to show you what my favorites of this year were. And there's some stunners. That is coming out soon. Keep your eyes peeled. I think that's going to be a good video. And I really enjoyed filming it as well. But for today, since Mother's Day is tomorrow, I just wanted you to be able to see how I'm picking the very last slim pickings from my cut tulips and making a couple arrangements out of it. So if you get creative with what you have in your cool flower selection, you can come up with some decent bouquets. By the way, isn't it so cute that my husband has learned how to pull tulips with the bulb and cut and strip to have them ready for bouquets? So proud. Now you can see how tired most of these are, but I'm going to show you kind of what I look for to salvage the very last pickings. Here's a couple Estella Renschfeld. That's how you pronounce it. You can see this one just opened. It was in like a marshmallow stage, and this one is also fairly new to being open. Those are good besides the fact that I broke this one. I cut all of these this morning that I had. You'll see them in a second in the bouquet. And this is Mango Charm. You see the wider they are more open, the more fragile they are. Those are not even gonna last a day. So I told my husband, don't pick those. But something like this, that's just a little more upright and intact, she can get maybe a day or 2 out of. So I would pull this all the way from the bottom, cut off that bulb, and then there's some others that look like they'll hold up maybe a day or 2. But that's much better right here than these over here. No thank you very much. I would never give these to anybody. They're just falling apart. Now, fortunately for me, my anemones have overwintered and came back pretty strong. So I cut the majority of them that were already ready this morning. But I'll show you an example of one I found right here. We could even do this one too. With nice long stems that are perfect for filling in some holes in bouquets, especially with tulips. So I'm utilizing things like this. And then out front, we also have several lilac bushes that are in their prime. So I thought I can use a lilac and fill in some holes if I need to. So I used that in one bouquet as well. So you just kind of have to get creative. Use some woody things like lilacs if you have that. My daffs are done. My ranunculus aren't on yet. So just go around your property and see what you can find. Then down here, I just looked over my right shoulder after I said look around your property, and I saw this. I don't even know what it is, but it's something woody. So I could cut this and use it in a bouquet as well. When you're cutting something that's woody like this, you'll make the cut and then you can also cut vertically into the twig so that that water really soaks up into the branch. I looked it up and apparently this is a Van Huete spirea. I didn't even know I had these on my property, but I'm going to show you how I cut these. So this is the fresh cut off of the plant. Now, if we come in, I'm going to just open and crack it up vertically like that. And then if you look closely here, you can see that's my vertical cut. And so the water will soak up in there through the whole twig and give it some life. So now let me take you in with some of these that I just picked and show you the bouquets that I made this morning. One I'm over the moon for, and kind of surprised that I actually came up with it because I thought my slim pickings were very, very slim. But when you look and really sort through, you can come up with something creative, and that's why I wanted to share this video. And then the other one is a little more mature looking, but I think it turned out okay too. So let's hop inside. Okay, this one is in your face, full of color and texture. And if you're like me and love color and texture, you're here for it. And I am here for it. This is a gorgeous beauty with lots of different parrot tulips, which has that feathery texture. And then also, as I said before, outside, I filled in some holes with some anemones. Okay, I gotta sit because I keep losing my breath. 33 weeks with twins in 2 days, we're getting there. So I'll quickly go through with you the exact variety in this bouquet. The red and white parrot one with that textury, feathery texture on it is Estella Rengeveld. Then these deep, dark tulips that look almost black are called Black Parrot. Down here we have an anemone with lavender on the inside and white. I am not sure of that name because I don't recall buying it, but it's beautiful. Then over here we have red and white anemone looking stunning. And down here peeking through, right there is red anemone. So I really just looked at what I had that would hold at least for a few days. And then I tried to think what could pair together. This wouldn't seem like it would go together, but if you look inside of these Estella Rengeveld, look at that, looks like a painting. There's a little purple. So then I thought, okay, I can draw in the black parrot with that purple and pair those two together. Then over at my anemone bed, I've got that tinge of purple. The red and white ones go with the red and white, so it just came together. So when you're scrounging around for a last minute bouquet like this, look for those little subtleties like color that cross connects between varieties, or opposite color, opposite parts of the color wheel, like orange and purple is a great one that usually works too. Both of those tend to really help pull something together when you think you have nothing. So I'm just going to add in these that I had outside. Use everything that we can. There. We'll put her over here. Some more. Maybe I can use some height back here with this anemone. And one more. Could use a little bit of that purple and white over here. There we go. And I think that's all I can fit. So this one is finalized and I am thrilled with how it came together. So you never know. Get out and look at whatever you have that you think can last for a few days and you can still give it to somebody to really enjoy and find the beauty in. And this, I think, has turned into one of my favorite bouquets I've ever made out of tulips. And I've done several of them. But something about the strikingness of the color and the texture and the depth of this bouquet just takes me to the moon. Also the fact that it's kind of a surprise because I didn't know I had this out there. Mwah. You're gorgeous. I am still going to show you the other one I put together. It's much more subdued, but some people don't love this in your face type of bouquet work. So let's take a look at that other one that's a little more calm. So here we have this second one that I made, and you can see with the colors, it's a little more mature, a little more nature-like. This is something I would probably give to my grandmother or something like that. And I have to admit, the copper image tulips in my last tulip video, I said how I was underwhelmed with, but I picked what I could that looked pretty decent, would hold a few days. And it's kind of pretty in here. Maybe I was wrong. Copper image showing up. And then of course a little bit of color with these here, which is another parrot tulip. The yellow and the red You can see these have not opened to their full potential or are just opening, so these will actually last quite a while. But I added in some lilac to fill in some holes here because it goes with that pastel vibe, and then also some of those purple and cream anemones. And then on top, which I love this touch, some white and slightly red anemones. I think this is technically bouquet and white, but isn't that a nice touch on top? So I sent her a picture of this and said, if you're not interested in this one, it's okay. But I did go ahead and try and make you a second one too, and she said she loved it. So she'll be taking both of them, and I'm happy that she's happy with them. I actually just finished editing my video, but I walked out to the kitchen and my husband put this together all by himself for his mom. I'm so impressed. He did such a good job. These were the ones I showed you in the bucket earlier, so we even got these put together for her. Good job, boys. So that'll be it for this video. I hope that's helpful in showing you how when you maybe think you don't really have anything, if you go out and give it a second look and really scrounge for something, you can actually come up with some things that are quite beautiful. I surprised myself today as well. So if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please hit the like button. And if you're new here, welcome. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to follow along with all things garden. I would love to have you here. Now I'm gonna hurry up and try and edit this so I can get it up for Mother's Day tomorrow. Very, very happy Mother's Day tomorrow, and also thinking of all of you that Mother's Day is just a little bit of a tough holiday. We will see you in the next one. Very happy planting, everybody. Bye. Mom, this one's for you. Briggs singing Luke Bryan. Happy Mother's Day.
Hey, farm boy, kicking that tractors on his head, dying that horse tree. Eat that cows and roasted kernels to the non.
Hey, farm boy.
Country on.
Hunting.
Fishing.
No, farming every day. Dun, 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 dun. On in the morning, feed some cows and roasted kernels. Long, long days go.
Country on.
Farm bills.